Istungon Jokhayadegan. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
H J.
Jay, Chabohita.
Stungon
Okay.
Bohan.
All right. Tungon after.
Hedi Mahi Skajen in Hotka Dalgosh.
Mother hanga hopting gets and she said, Mother, I lick you the shigo do is Jay. All right, it's Tongo Jokayade God. That's one person. To a lot of you, it's Tongo Jokayade Gaga. It's Tongo Jokayade Gaga. So the Indians is what changes on this. It means the same, but this Indian means one person. This Indian means more than one or a group. So y'all remember that. And with the language, a lot of times the Indian, the tone, the situation, the environment, everything has to do with this language. And just make sure you know where your tongue is, where your mouth shape, the hisses, the huh, it's all there, guys. Okay, we're gonna go back over sounds because remember it's redundant, but this is where it's at, guys. This is where it starts. And I'm not going to go through it like I did the other day. We're just going to go through it. Ah, chi, fi, he, a, ki, le, me, ne, o, bi, se, di, a, we, ye. Remember now, all these sounds are in a Mvskoke word. Cha, chi, je, jo, ju, ja. Fa, fi, fe, fo, fu, fa. Ga, ge, go, gu, ga. Ha, he, ho, hu, ha. La, le, lo, lu, la. Ma, me, mo, mu, ma. Na, ni, ne, no, nu, na. Ba, be, bo, bu, ba. Sa, si, they, so, tu, da. Sa, si, say, so, su, sa. Da, di, de, do, du, da. Da, wa, we, wo, wu, wa. Ya, ye, yo, you, ya. Off, if, oof, uff. Ak, ik, ok, uk, uk. Al, il, el, ul, ul. Am, im, aim, En, an, in, ein, on, un. Ab, ib, ob, ub, as, is, us. At, it, ot, ut, at. Remember these sounds, they're in a word, they're in our language now. Every one of these, and you will find words. You will find these sounds in these words in our speaking. When we speak, you'll hear them. And be mindful of that. Try to listen for these sounds. Sock, seek, sake, sook, sook, suck. lock, leak, lake, loke, luke, luck, moss, meese, mace, mos, moose, must, mott, meat, mate, mot, moot, mutt, hawk, heek, hake, hook, hook, huck, hoss, heath, haze, hose, hoose, hus, mock, meek, make, moke, mook, muck, mon, min, main, mon, moon, mun, hal, hill, hail, hol, hul, hull, knock, neek, nake, nook, nook, nuck, fast, feast, bathe, force, spoose, fuss, joss, geese, jays, joss, juice, just, spa, spee, spay, spore, spoo, spa, slaw, slee, slay, slow, slew, slop, yeek, yeast, yit, yeach, yan, yon, yak, jim, fin, got, ma, gon, hon, bon, loaf, bot, got, thief, ska, hull, hut, hum, chit, loaf, ol, walk, sock, knit, bill, jock, walk, fit, get, fut, yin, ska, bon, sa, book, lift, hook, dot, chief, sock. Remember, all these sounds you will find in the language.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Turning it off is gonna be mine.
Okay, I'll come back there.
Okay. Okay. So when you say all these sounds, you're going to hear them in a Mvskoke word because our language is sound. They're sound. You know, a lot of people say, you know, when we speak language, we can say words, but by this, we're sounds. You know, we're sounds. So that's why I start off with this. And so what I'm going to do today is I want to start saying words, but we're going to break them up into sounds where you can see that these sounds are in there somewhere. Okay. It could be in the beginning, it could be in the middle, it could be in the ending, but they're there. And that's what you're going to be speaking. I have confidence that you're going to be speaking, reading, writing. Tone. Okay. When I say tone, the tone can change the meaning of a word, meaning of our language, just by tone. Just by tone. And when I say tone, it's the sounds, okay? You can put a short sound to it, long sound to it, drag it out, and but they look the same, but it's not, the meaning is different, okay? The meaning is different. Okay, consonants can be doubled then are held longer. And what do they mean by consonants? It's when it's two of the consonants are put together like this right here. You gotta say both in order to make the word, the enunciation right, okay? So like nagi. Nagi means thing, like nagi, like a thing, like a pencil or a phone or a pen, anything. It means, like if you say nagi, it's a thing. But when you say nagi, Hear that tone? Nagi is a thing, but when you say nagi, it's what? What is this? Nagi. See how it's drawn out? One is nagi, short. The other one is nagi. Nagi. It's dragged out. Nagi di. Yanagi doa. What is this? Okay. Nagi di is what is. Nagi doa is what is it? Okay. And this and nagi is like a thing. Okay. But when you say what, and I use this a lot, you know, with my grandkids. So it's part of my everyday vocab. Tree, ido, ido. Remember your O is not O, it's O, ido. That's where that tone comes in, ido. E-D-O, E-D-O. Chitto. You don't hardly hear this right here, but you can feel it. Chit. Your tongue is on your palate. Chitto. G-E-D-D-O. G-E-D-D-O. Hudgy. Hudgy is a tail. Hudgy is a tail of anything. You can put hudgy with anything. Raccoon tail, wotko hudgy. Tiger tail, gotcha hudgy. Horse tail, thako hudgy. You can put it with a rat tail. Mouse tail, let's say a mouse. Gisi hudgy. See, it's a hudgy. Okay, hudgy is a stream. Hudgy. And you don't hear that first C right here. You feel it. If you say it, I want y'all to say it, feel it. Your tongue is on your palate. Hudgy. And that's where paying attention to your mouth. And it's hard at first to feel it, but you will hudgy. Hudgy. Okay. Okay, right here, it's either a long A, a long ah, or a short. Luck, to me, right here, this should be a like a V right here. But it's got an A, and I just can't see that. So I'm gonna change that to a V, okay? Luxa. Luxa is a hoof. Okay, but I want y'all to hear it. Luxa. Luxa. Hear that long? It's a liar. It's a liar. You can say, Ma ijo luxa. Ishpan ho yidumas. They used to dance with deer hoofs. Here says Laksa Deweys. Hukti Laksa Deweys. The girl is a liar. See how those coming, the tones are hidden? Okay, right here. Faga. Faga is a vine. And hunting is faga. Faga. Hudgy. Hudgy is a tail. Hudgy. Here we go. That double consonant is not really there, but you can feel it. You got G, the tongue, hudgy. Haji is drunk. Haji, dizzy. Okay. And the closest thing right here that really illustrates is this. His or her foot is illy, is short, blunt, illy. Illy. But then when we say dead, we say illy, illy. Ifa ilidos, the dog is dead. Istuji ilidos, It's a baby's foot. Okay. Istuji ilidos. It's a baby's foot, but right here we won't say Posi ilidos. The cat is dead. See? Okay. Ihi. This is short. Ihi is her husband. Mat ihidos. That's her husband. Mat ihidos. That's her husband. But right here, ihi is yes. Ihi. See how these are changing? They're spelled almost the same, but the sound, the tone is changing. Okay, tone. Nagi, thing. Nagi is what? He just, he's looking at it. Fojo, Fojo, is long. He's saying he sees it. Right here, he's looking at, right here, he's seeing it. Okay. Fojo, Fojo, that's where this is where tone's coming. Okay. And tone has and this is what a situation, environment, tone has everything to do with language. So there's stories, history, little legends. These make a braid, but the language is the tree, and the roots, where some of the roots here is the stories, the sayings. It all comes together. You cannot teach language without these little things in there, because that's what makes Mvskoke. That's what makes the Mvskoke person. That's what the Mvskoke is. Mvskoke isti imbonagadondos. Mvskoke isti imbonagadondos. It's saying it's the Mvskoke people's language. Mvskoke isti imayidadondos. That's the way the Mvskoke people are. That's their ways. See, it all comes together as that. That's how come I share little things with you, little sayings, little things that I was taught, you know, to because you cannot teach one with the other. Because it is Mvskoke, and Mvskoke is a people. Mvskoke is just not a name, it's a people. Okay. All right. Look here. Or ah. Okay. Listen to the following words. Okay, this is where you're going to learn some new words too. Okay. Da fo. Da. What do you think it is? I think it's da fo, grasshopper. Da fo. And you know, the whole world knows grasshopper. You people know it as duffel. Duffel. And this is what makes you so unique. This makes you different. And you know, I like being different. And sometimes I'll just, you know, I'll be in Walmart and I'll talk to my grandkids in the language, and everybody's looking at me sometimes. And that's okay. That's all right. Because they're speaking English. I'm speaking Mvskoke, just that to be different in a different environment. Duffel, I hear D-A. D-A-V-V-O. Okay, you got this double consonant. So you got to say duff. And your teeth is on you're making a kind of a hissing sound. Your teeth is on the bottom of your top lip. Duff. Okay, listen. I say this is a long hell longer. Coffee. Hear my tone? Coffee. Ki fi e. And it's a crinklish. I call this crinklish because a lot of words we don't have, we just turn them into Mvskoke sounds. Like coffee. We probably didn't have coffee back then, and we don't have a word for it. So instead of saying coffee as English people do, we say coffee. It's held longer. So it's ki fi, coffee. Turtle, loja. I say this is a. Loja. Liuchi turtle. Jabuja. Jabuja. G-A-B-U-G-A, my grandfather. When you say boja, if you take this ja off and just say boja, that's a grandfather. In general, grandfather. But when you put ja, that's possessive for the ones that's been taking this class. Remember, this is a possessive pronoun. This means mine. Jaboja. Jaboja. I say that's a long R. Gaba. Gaba. I say that's a R. Gaba. G-A-B-A. Gaba. It's cool. Waga. Waga. We-a-ki-a. It's cow. I say that's a R long. We-a-ki-a. Adami. Here's another one that's crinklish. We didn't have a word for car. So we said Adami. But you know, I've heard some of my parents call it naklika. Naklika means something that runs. Like the motor, I guess. They called it naklika. But it says Adami, and that's crinklish too, like auto. Adami. So I say it's a long, D, short, me, E. Okay. A hawk, ayo. It's a long R. Yanasa, yanasa. I say there, ye, ni, si, yanasa. Sada. Sada. I say that's a short. C A D A. Sada. Bagana. Bagana. I say that's a na. B a ki a ni a. Bagana is a peach. Halbada. Halbada. He, I say that's a short blunt one. He li be di halbada. So see, these this is what I'm saying by tones. Tones can change the meaning of a word just by, and the way you're going to get tones, guys, is learn this what? You gotta learn sounds, okay? You gotta learn sounds. Sounds. Okay. Here you go. If y'all have any questions now, don't hesitate to ask. Okay. E or I or E. I or E. Ijo. Is it Ijo or Ijo? Ijo. I say it's a short E. I-G-O. Ijo. Figi is a hard. I hear a long E. Figi. I hear a long one. Iwanwa. Sister. His or her sister. Iwanwa. I hear long E. Abissi. Abissi is fat. Abissi. I say it. Abyss. I say a shorty, but I could be hearing it wrong. Abyss. I say short. Igana. Igana. That's hell long, so I'm gonna say long. Iga. Iga. I say that's a short E. Waga BC. Waga BC. I say short and long E. Let me know, guys, if you feel different. Summer, Miski, Miski. I say short E, long E. Okay. So see how important these sounds are. So you have to learn these sounds. And you know, I stress sounds in every class. And it gets to the point of even boring and redundant and tiresome. And they'll say, well, I'm not going to class today because all we do is sounds. Well, when the ones that don't attend class because of sounds and the ones that does will be ahead of the one that doesn't study the sounds because of spelling, okay? Okay, look here. We're going to learn new words and we're going to spell these. And we're going to break them down into sounds. Break them down into sounds. Okay, and then afterward, I want y'all to take this paper. If you have time, you don't actually have to because I know time's short for me. I go home and have to fix supper, you know, for my grandkids, and I have to try to catch up on laundry, you know, that through the week. My Friday nights are pretty busy, you know, and you know, I get to spend time with my grandkids though, because we do things together. Okay. So, you know, I know time is short, but just see if you can maybe do one or two. Okay. Julie is aged or old. Okay. Ajiuli. And you know, it's easy for me, but now before I looked at it as VCULE. And sometimes I'll still do that once in a while. But for me, the way I learned this is by saying Ajiuli. Because I had to change my whole, you know, just because I knew how to speak doesn't mean that my whole world was Mvskoke. There had to be some English in there when I went to school. So I had to change over to do Creek, okay? Aged or old. This can be aged or old, Julie. Aged woman. Now we got different words for a woman and a man. Hook. This is a man. This is hook. Dali, an old woman or an aged woman. Hook, here, see that? Hook, dali. You broke them down into sounds. And those sounds means the aged woman. Hook, dali. He, ki, di, li, e. A baby. Istuji.
Excuse me,
Uh-huh.
on that number 2. My gosh. Number
Hook.
2.
Number 2, hook, dali.
Hoktali.
Hook, dali. Uh-huh.
Okay, then when would you use hoktalat?
Hokdalat, the old woman. Hokdalat means puts the "the" on there. The old woman. Hoktali means old woman. Does that make sense? Like hokdalat, ma hokdalat, thought. The old woman that's around. But this one would be hoktali duis, the girl is old. Does that make more sense?
Yes. Mado.
Okay. Yeah. That's how these are different. You know, you use them in different situations. Okay, that's old lady or old woman or hopefully. You know, my grandkid says, "You're an old woman, Grandma." I said, "Muy ganos." Let it happen. Okay, a baby. Istoji. Hear it? Istoji. Istoji. That sounds. Istoji. And that is means, remember, I told you in the previous classes, when you say uji, it's little. So this is shortened for isti. Isti is a person. But when you put istuji, means a baby, means a small person. Means a small person. So you would say isi uji. Okay, bacon. You know, a lot of people call the bacon Dulcina. 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 I lost it. Dulcina. Oh my, what's going on? Dulcina is salt meat. Mikoja is bacon. And mikoja is a descriptive word. It's a descriptive word. Mikoja is a descriptive word. There's something going on here. It's writing. It's a descriptive word, so you have to mikoja means like smoked. So that's bacon. Dulcina. Oh my Lord. Mikoja means like mikoji is smoke. Oja means it smokes it. It smokes. It has smoke. Mikoja. Okay, dulcina is salt pork or salt meat. And they have a lot of problem with this. And, you know, I always think, you know, that's, you know, so, you know, dulcina. Dulcina is salt meat or salt pork. And we live for that some reason. I don't know. My family loves it. You know, they love it, but we like to eat it, you know. So mikuja means has smoke for bacon. Dulcina is salt meat, and it's mi. Okay, remember there's two consonants. Mik goja. Mi ki ochi a. Okay, dulcina is salt meat or salt pork. D-O-C-E ni a. See, these are all broken into sounds, guys. Do-si-na. See where it can get you to learn these words? When you learn these sounds, this is what you'll get to because it's there. You can see it. Do-si-na. Okay, mad. Jabaki. 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 Mad. See, those are broken into sounds. 2, 3, 2. G-A-B-R-K-K-E. Iliski. That's pouty or sulky, like, you know, when they're even like they'll say something and they'll get iliski over it, you know. That's iliski, and that's like iliski. Look here, the sound. Iliski. Ili-isiki-e. Complain. Da-hey. gi, da. Those are all sounds, guys. Da, hey, gi, da. Da, hey, gi, da. It's complain or griping. I call it griping, you know, just gripey, gripey, gripey. Di, ah, he, a, gi, e, di, ah. Come. That's a command. That's like, come here. Adis. And that's, remember I told you about my grandson. I go, adis, and he told me no. He said, I said, adis. And so that means come with me, adis, or come here, adis. Okay. Adisi. Go. Ayas.
Mvhayv,
Ayas. Uh-huh.
Hadam, number 8.
Uh-huh.
Hadam, Magas.
Okay. Da hey gida. Da hey gida. It's either complain or gripe, you know, dijabakas, you know, da hey gidonko.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I just used it, didn't even realize it. You know,
Uh-huh.
or you can say da hey gas. I'm griping. You know, my mom used to say, da hey gida doggy, double egg.
Mvhayv,
Dongo.
What is
Mvhayv.
it?
If you were going to say, I like complaining, how would that come out?
You would say, da hey gida jayajidos. You would use this.
Dehegida de agidos.
Dayajidos, I love to complain. Yeah, or I like to gripe.
Dehegida de agidos.
Dayajidos. C-A-Y-A-G-E. Dayajidos.
Dehegida
Dayajidos.
Dayajidos.
Dehegida.
Dehegida Dayajidos.
Dayajidos. The C-A-Ja. Ya. G. Dos.
Okay, bro.
Yeah. Okay. Ayas means go. And that means like go play. Or go like go to town. Dalovan ayas. Dalofa ayas. Go to town. Akalubidin ayas. Go to take a bath. Okay. And it's V-Y-A-C. Odohi. Odohi. Listen to that. Oh, odohi. That's damp. Okay, look here. Damp is O-D-O-H-E. Odohi is damp. But look here, wet is lachbi. Lachbi. Odohi. O-D-O-H-E. And wet, lachbi. See those sounds? Odohi. This is you're using single, you're using two. Odohi. Odohi. Damn. Lachbi. Li-achi. B-E. Lachbi. Ido dale. Ido dale. E-D-O-D-A-L-E. But you would say E-Do-Da-Le. There goes your sounds again. Uh-oh, here we come to dead. Remember now, there's a difference. If y'all have any questions, let me know. This would be pronounced instead of, since it's dead, you would say E, li, E, Eli. Ili. Ili is dead. Agias, come in. Jogon agias. Jogo is house. Jogo agias. Agi, yes. Those are sounds. Those comes from your single, your 2 and 3 letter sounds. Agias. A-G-E-E-A-C. A-G, yes. See how these are sounds, guys? Okay. I think y'all's getting the idea of why I stress sounds here. I think you're getting the idea. You should. Okay. Oshas. Hear that double? Osh. You got your tongue is got a snake sound. Oshas. Go out. Fitta. Oshas. Go outside. O-C-C-A-C. Os. Sus. That's your sounds. 2 and 3 letter sound. Mojasi. 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 No. Mojasi. No. Hear that? Me. O. G-A-C-E. Old. And this, okay, there's that O, a jolie for a person. But this is like a rag or an old car. Lisky. Lisky. L-E-C. K-E. Lisky means old. Gamuksi. Gamuksi. There goes those sounds. Every one of these has sounds, guys. Gamuksi. Ki-a. Mi. O. Ki-si-e. Gamuksi means sour. How many times do you see these words in English? It was wet the other day. It was snowing. My grandkids came in wet. I said, gee, Lachpidi, well, you're wet. See, Jambi. I see this all the time, Jambi. I made a cake the other day. That day it was snowing for my grandkids. And I said, Jamba. See, Jambi is sweet, but Jamba means something sweet. I said, Jamba, Chiaja. And they were in there in a heartbeat because they know what Jamba is. They didn't know it was a cake, but they knew it was something sweet. So it's see, Jambi. Jambi. G-A-M-B-E. Any questions on why sounds? I stress sounds. Are y'all getting the idea of why these sounds, you have to learn sounds? And it may get redundant. Gary knows. You know, he's been in my class, and this is something that I stress.
Yeah.
I stressed it and stressed it. This is it right here. And remember now, don't be afraid to make a mistake. I make mistakes in language. Sometimes I'll misspell something. Then go back and have to respell it because I had a different day. I had a different site. I had a different audio that day. So I do stress this, studying the single sound. The 2 letter sounds and the 3 letter sounds, because they're all in there. They were all in here. Look how many words they were in. I broke them down. Ili, Lachbi, Odohi. See? all this. Yes. This. Do, he. Those are all in those sounds that we just studied. Da, he, gi, da. If you sound this out and said this word, you just said complain or gripe in the Mvskoke language. You just said it. And that's all it is, guys. It's just sound. Our language is sounds. Once you learn sounds, then you'll learn these words in the right pronunciation. Then you start putting, and it'll start coming together for you. You got to put word content. And we're going to do that because I did some. Well, we got some coming here soon. We got about 15 minutes. And being Friday, let's do, look here. We're going to do directions and lunar. Look here. Hunitha. Look here. Hunitha. That should be a sense for you now because you're breaking it down. Hunitha. Yeah. This is the original word for north. Okay. Gasapofa. Gasapofa. You're not saying the B right here very clear, but you got it almost there. Gasapofa. Yes, it says, is this Liski different than Ajuli? Yes, Liski means objects. Ajuli means like, well, I can take that. Let me take that back here. Liski likes old shoes, old dress, old car. Maybe it is objects. But then Ajuli is like an old man, old woman, old tree. You know, they used to say, Ido Ajuli, nak hisigo shistabuch no monayeda Luis. They used to tell us if we had bad dreams, before you talk to anybody else, you go to an old tree and tell it your bad dreams and they'll pass with that. Because, you know, and I've seen very, you know, I didn't really think anybody practiced it, but one day, yes, very true. You're right. So he told my mom, you know, he was my mom's baby brother. And he was what you call back then a change of life baby. My mom was like 10, 11 years old when he was born. And when he turned 15, my mother was already married. And so my mother and my father took him in and kind of just raised him. He was raised around my mom and dad. Everybody thought for the longest that he was my brother, but he was actually my uncle. But anyway, I get back to the story. He told my mom, you know, she was more like his mother. He come in and he said, I had a bad dream. He said, I had a bad dream. And he said, I got up early. I had to get. He said, Ido Ajolin, he said, Monahis. He said, there was an old tree standing there. I went looking for an old tree and found it standing there. And he said, I told him my dream. But he never told my mom what he dreamed about. And my mom didn't ask him. Or maybe she didn't. I wasn't around to hear it because I'm always eavesdropping, you know. But, you know, they didn't keep nothing from us, my family. What was told, we were right there, you know. We were a close-knit family. Okay, so south, Wahala. Wahala. Wahala is the old word for south. But we did descriptive, this ligut ofa. Ligut ofa means inside the warm. Ligut is short for ligothi, which is warm. Ofa means inside. inside the warmth. But this is original word, wahala. See, look, wahala, wahala. Okay, east.
Mvhayv,
Uh-huh,
that number 2,
uh-huh,
Ligoti Magatsat, Ligoti,
uh-huh,
uh, uh, Sabuzi,
uh-huh.
Ligoti Futsan Magidu much,
Mm-hmm.
like
Toward the
direction.
warmth.
Uh-huh.
Toward the warmth. And some of them even says, ligotho facha,
Uh-huh.
ligotho facha. Ligotho, or they'll say, that's, ligotho inside the warmth. Yeah. Either way, long as it was that. But that wahala. I like that word, wahala. But my mom and them still use ligotho inside the warmth, toward the south, inside the warmth. So yeah, you're right. Ligothi facha. That's right. That's toward south. Long as it was staying toward the warmth, it was understood.
Mm-hmm. So Moan, Modo, these new words, I'm seeing new words that I've never heard before. But
Really?
Yeah, uh-huh. Because see, Kazapi Magatsat, Kazapi Fatsan, Magagi doing much. So
Uh-huh.
so this other word, whatever that, Hunera,
Uh-huh.
first word you had with it. See, those I've not heard, but it's interesting. Like you said, I like that wahala,
Yeah. Well, these are the original words for those.
Mm-hmm.
And we changed, it kind of evolved. But those are the original words for it, like Hunitha, wahala.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the original, I guess they're old, Ajolagi.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got Hashosha. Hashosha
Mm-hmm.
is east. Manawe di Dundo, Hashosha Facha. Hashosha. We came from the east. And that's where the sun comes out. Ha is short for Hashi. Osha means to come out. Osha. So it's Hashosha. It's descriptive. West, Hashaklatka. Look at all those sounds. Hashaklatka. That's west. And that's descriptive. It's saying sun falling down. Latkida, the infinitive latkida is to fall. Latka, it means it falls. Hashaklatka is sunset west. Hashi, Hashi is sun. Hashi. Hear the two consonants? Hashi is sun. Hatisi, Hatisi is moon. Golashwa is stars. Goji Jamba. Goji Jamba. And that's those little stars. The other night I seen a bunch of those. I think it was after it snowed in, and when they come out when it's kind of cold anyway. And I mean, there was a bunch of these little cookie jumba all over now. It was just thick. And sometimes you can see them and sometimes you can't. But I was telling my grandkids, I said, "Yitcha cookie jumbo j." It was little small stars, cookie but jumbo j. And and I was looking at, there was a bunch of them down this way the other night. And of course we had that snow and it got cold. So, it did that. And I teach them little things like this, and whether they'll remember it or not, because I don't know how much time I have with them, but I'm hoping that they'll learn something from me. But look at these sounds. Go, Lashwa. Those are all of your sounds. Goji jamba. Ha si si hashi. See, they're in your sounds, guys. Yeah, in Hagi Oji don't know is to. But a lot of people, you know, I didn't even know that. I didn't know that until I, you know, started going to school for all this and all that. And I learned all this. And then it was a lot of self-study. Why did they say it like this? And where did this word come from? Why did they do this? And all these questions I kind of got answered on my own. I kind of answered them on my own. And so, you know, we had a lot of snow down here, Ella. We got about 7 inches, Mahe. So it's, you know, this language is interesting, and these sounds, if you've been paying attention, these sounds are in there, guys. Ojido. Even, you know, it's there, like Bonitha, Gasapofa. See, with these sounds, you can pronounce it just like I am. Wahala. Wahala. They're in there. Oh, I know. The minute says almost there's just 5 minutes left. Any questions? If y'all got any questions, go ahead and ask. I'm here for that. If I can answer it, I'll answer it.
Mvhayv. Let's see. Can you say that again?
Gogajamboji?
No, the one above. Where you're saying
Lashwa.
star.
Okay. Golashwa?
Well, you're giving it a K sound.
Go. Ki o. Go. Lashwa.
Okay, I've always heard more of a D sound, like dolashwa. Dolashwa.
Dolashwa? Okay. Dolashwa is tongue.
Is what?
Tongue.
Oh, that's
Golashwa.
right. That's right. That's why I've heard it like that. Okay, so it is golashwa. Okay.
Golashwa is stars, and Dolashwa is a tongue.
Golashwa. Okay.
But Golashwa. That's okay. You know, but you know, like I said, there's words that do sound alike. But what I want to stress for y'all is what most of the people are saying, well, it's snowing in the south. Y'all say wahala or ligot hofafacha, or wahala facha.
Mvhayv, when you get words that sound alike, is the situation what determines which word you're using?
Yes, situation, environment. Sometimes, okay, like this. Let me go back. Let me see.
What you doing?
Like this right here.
Hang on just a second.
Like here, ili and ili. Ili is a foot. Ili, short sound, spelled the same, but anything that's got a foot, you can add to it, like waga ili, cow. Borshi ili, cat foot. Chofi ili, rabbit foot. Or leg. But right here, ili means dead. So if you say ili, that's where sounds come in. It's dead, okay? There was another one here.
Mvhayv,
What
is G? What is that word?
G,
Uh-huh.
is it up here?
Yeah, 2G. The one that has F. Is it if what or if
Right here?
on the following page. Right above 3.
Uh-huh. Which
What
one?
is that word?
Ijo?
Ijo.
Ijo is a deer. Ijo. Figi is a heart. Iwanwa is a sister. Abishsi is fat. Is that what you're talking about, baby? And Igana.
It says G, then it says EF dash, and it doesn't have like the translation for it. So I was just wondering.
I think that's Eva, dog.
Oh,
Ifa.
dog. Okay.
Dog. Who did that? That's a good job, somebody.
Mado.
And God, well, Mado him, he's the one that said it. Okay, so see, this is where sounds and stressing it. Oh, I know. Has this gifka hanga sun measure or biga? Friday donga, it's Friday. Ayibahanes, I'm gonna leave. And Monday in Hayatgan. The Tuesday. The Monday after, the Tuesday, let me see here, I'm all mixed up. Monday in Hayatgan, that's Tuesday. Morning of day after, morning after Monday. Jihidagase, Iyajayi, that's and you take care. Jihidagases. Mado, everybody.
Mado.
Aha.
Mvhayv.
Ah.
Mvhayv.
Aha.